All right. So I hope you enjoy for today's classes on the Revit for facing Revit for project time management. Let's go. If you have any question, just drop on the chat below, and then I'll try to address your question within our session. Okay. So let me get started for our lesson for today. So for today, okay, what we're going to see is that the phasing in Revit for project time management. So phasing in the Revit for project time management, it is a very useful tool. So because you can see the time dynamic and you can see the time within the project for your modeling inside the Revit. So what we are going to talk about for today, the definition for the phasing. Phasing is, let's see from here. So what is phasing in the Revit? So you have for few renovation project, we need to represent the existing and the demolished feature within the modeling when we model. So it is very useful for the phasing inside the Revit because you can represent a distinct time period in the life of the project. We can use this phasing tool to track the phases, which one that we have created, the element of the view that we have created, or the element of the view that we have demolished. So for instance, in this GIF, you can see that this is the existing phase. So you can see the existing phase is being, you can represent the existing phase drawing with the color, which one is the existing, which one is the previous one. And then aside from that also, you can also see the demolition plan or the demolition phases, and then you can create one plan, floor plan first one or the second floor plan, and then you can create whether it is being created inside the existing phase or it is being created in the new existing phase, the new phase. So we can represent that, and we can do that inside the Revit, especially for the renovation project. So with the workflow inside the Revit for the phasing, the first one, what you want to do is that you want to determine and create the phases that you are going to use inside for your project. So let's say that, for instance, you have the phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3 of your building renovation or your building construction. So you can insert inside the Revit for those project phases. And then what you want to do next is that you want to ensure inside each one of this view, the floor plan, the 3D, you have specified their name, and also you create copies so that it is easier that for each one of these, we know this is the existing, and then we can filter later what we want to show inside the existing, and then the new renovation, what need to be shown. You have to create the copies of this floor plan and ensure that when you rename them, you rename them in the alphabet sequence, because inside the project browser for the floor plan inside the Revit, you can it is being aligned in the alphabet. So it is being arranged in the alphabet name. So for instance, over here, I have the level 1 existing on the top. The reason why is that because it started with the E after, and I have the level 1 new. So that's how Revit sequence your view inside the project browser. And the next one, what you want to do is that you want to ensure that for each view inside the properties palette, you set the face property and also the face filter. So inside the face property, this one, you can either show, let's say that inside the level 1 existing, you have to ensure that you select under the facing properties, it is for existing, or you want to show the renovation phases, and then ensure that also under the face filter, either you want to show all the phase 1, the phase demolished, the phase renovation will be show all. I'll show you later after this. Okay, let's go to our Revit model. All right, so I have here a very simple house that I'm going to use for this facing. So you can see that over here, this is a 2-story houses. So let's say that we want to extend the houses on this side. The living room spaces over here, I want to extend over here. I'm going to make some renovation on this house, and I'm going to demolish some of this wall, the window, and I'm also going to demolish on this wall side also. All right, what you want to do first, remember again on the workflow, firstly, you go to the manage over here on the top, and then under the manage, you go to facing, and then you can find the faces. Okay, click on the faces over here. So from here, you can select you can insert the faces that you want to include within your project. If you see from here, if you notice, you have the past and you also have the future. So anything that is in the past, it need to be on the very top, and then anything in the new renovation, the most latest design intent, you put them at the very bottom. Okay, so that's how the sequence for the faces inside the Revit. So let's say over here, you can insert before and after. So if you put in before, it will be before the existing. And if you put the after, it will be after the existing over here. All right. So what you can also do is that, let's say over here, I put on the historic side. And after I have do some of the modeling inside the historic face, let's say I want to also combine them with the existing model over here. You can go to the combine here and click on the next, and I will combine with the existing. Anything drawing, anything modeling that you put under the historic side, we go into the existing, we combine together. All right. So from here, we can name, let's say over here, we can rename them. If you double click, you can just directly rename them. Let's say put here demolish. And then I have here the renovation work. Okay, so you can also put some description over here if you want to see them later inside the schedule, or if you want to refer them later again. Okay, so let's go first to model. Click on apply from here. Okay, so from here, what you want to do is that you go to floor plan over here. You have the level 1 and level 2. Now, what I want to do first, the second workflow is that I want to duplicate this floor plan. So I click on the level 1 and I click on the duplicate view, duplicate. All right. So you can also, what you want to do next is that you want to rename them appropriately. So level 1 for existing over here, I have, and I click on the corresponding renaming, and then you can rename the next one, level 1, the new one. So you want to do that for every floor plan that you have for the renovation work. So ensure that again, from here, I'm also going to duplicate and rename my level 2, because I'm also going to put my renovation work inside my level 2 here. All right, click on the rename that, and then you can just rename them from here. Okay, so after you have duplicate them, you have create your faces. What you want to do next, let me go again from here. Okay, is that you want to ensure that under the properties palette, they have been selected according to faces that you have created. So over here, I'm going to go first to level 1 existing here. And under the properties palette over here that I want to ensure under the facing, I put on the facing existing. So what this means is that anything that you model, anything that you modify inside this view, it will be all those activity, it will be recorded under the face existing. And then on the face filter over here, you can either select the show filter all, you want to see only the complete one, or you want to see the demolished with the new one. I'll show you later after we have created the demolished one. Okay, what you want to do next is that go to level 1, the new renovation that work that we are going to add. Under the level 1 new, ensure that the face filter is put under the new one, the renovation here. Okay, So the anything that we do inside the level 1 new, those all activities is going to be recorded inside the phase renovation. All right. So click apply here. Okay, I'm going to go back to level 1 over here. So what I want to do, let's say I want to demolish this wall with this wall to create to extend these spaces. Okay, what you want to do, go to modify on the top, and then you can see the demolish button under the geometry over here. So click on the demolish, and then you can select the wall or anything that you want to demolish, the floor. You can also demolish the staircase. You can also demolish the component, the door over here. All right. So if I have already demolished, see over here, I have demolished the wall. Automatically, all the elements that is being hosted on that wall will also be demolished. So this window will also be demolished because we demolished this wall. Okay. So after that, what you want to do? So this is the existing one. The existing one. I'm going to select again all these things that I have demolished. Is that under this element, I want to ensure that the face demolished, it is being demolished under the renovation, under the demolish over here, the face demolished. So I click on the demolish and I click on apply. So you have the option to specify the faces according to the view and also according to the element. If the view, you can just specify from here. When you go to the view, you see the view name over here. So you can specify the face for that view. For the element, you have to select first element and then you specify which faces is that this element is belong to. Okay. So from here, let's go to now level 1 new. Under the level 1 new, you can see that now I cannot see no more longer those wall because it has already been demolished. Because also under my view properties over here, you can see that I show the renovation. This is my renovation plan, and I click on a show all. Unless I want to see the demolish, I can select that under demolish. This one we have to specify either how we want them to display later. Okay, I'm going to click on the show all first. Click on apply from here. And then from here, what I want to do, I want to create the extend wall. So you just go modeling just how usual do. Go to the wall, architectural, select the wall that you want to use, and ensure that the height is up until what level. And then you can start drawing your extension over here. Okay. Okay, so from here also, remember that whatever you're creating over here, if you add, let's say you add the new door or window, let's say I put on the window there, you can see that it is different inside the level 1 new. It is different compared to here, the one, the existing one, with the items, the window over here that I created inside the level 1. What does this mean by? Because the wall over here, it is inside the existing. So when you want to add the new window over here, the dot dashes line over there mean that you have to demolish first this part of the wall in order for you to add the window over here. So it show you this window is the new one added for the renovate. But if you want to add the new window in the existing, just go again to level existing and put those window or door inside the level 1 existing. Okay. So from here, I'm going to complete this my extension. So I'm just going to draw my floor now. Okay. If you have any question why we're doing this, you can just feel free to drop me the question. Okay, so from here also, let's go at a couple of the window. Okay, you can see that now if I add the window, it will not have the similar display as this one because this is the new one, the wall created, not the existing one. Okay. All right. So now let's go see under our level 2 existing. Okay, this is what I can see under the existing side. If I go to my level 2 new, and under the level 2 new, I'm going to go down slightly bit. Okay, under the face again, you ensure that all those new, the faces is being selected is the renovation. Click on apply, and then you can now see the new renovation that we have added. All right. Okay, so from here, I can just go to the roof to add I'm going to roof here. I'm going to add some roof over here. Okay, I'm going to use the roof there. And then just going to draw my roof line over here. And specify the overhang by 0 if you don't want to find it overhang. Okay. And then I'm going to use this trim for easiest, and I'm going to undefine the slope over here and define the slope over here by 6 degrees. Let's see over there, and let's click on OK. Okay, let me go now to the 3D. If I go to my 3D over here, okay, I cannot see the renovation that I have just created. It is because under the properties palette on the bottom here, it showed that the face is the existing one. Okay, and I just want to see the show complete. So you have to select these and show all, click on apply. Let me go. And then ensure that the faces is under renovation for you to see the renovation one. Okay, and then you can see that under our 3D, the graphic display for the previous one, it is graying up and the new one is being colored. We can edit those elements inside the manage faces again. Let me go first to faces again. Okay, so from here, I'm going to go to the manage over here on the top again. So I go to manage again, and under the manage, I can go to the faces again. All right, so under the faces over here, let me go to face filter, and then over here, the face filter you see under the 3D. Let me go again over here. We have the show complete, the show demolish, the new one, show the new one, previous with the demolish, all these under the faces filter over here. You can specify how you want them to be displayed. Okay, so for show complete, you can, if you specify by category, I'll show you later what the display that we have for the by category. And then over here, if you don't want to show the demolish one, you can select the not display. But if you want them to be shown under the complete, if you want the demolish also being shown, you just click on here, and then you can select either by the override or by category. So in the simplest way, I'm going to conclude here is that for all this showing, you can either specify the new, existing, demolish, temporary, either you want them to be appear on the complete filter, on the demolish and the new one, the new, previous, demolish, previous, new, and previous space over here. So if you don't want them to be being displayed, you have the option not display over here. If you want them to be displayed, you have two options over here, either by category or overridden. So overridden, whenever you click on the overridden, you can edit those display under the graphic override over here. For the by category, you can edit under the visibility and visibility edit over here. Okay, so let's say that over here I have under my show complete, so the new one, the existing by category, and let's say the temporary not being displayed. Let's say I want to see the temporary, so just click on the by category, and then under the graphic override over here, when you click on it, you can see that you have the face status, the existing, the demolish, the new one, the temporary. So if you want to edit these, you can just go to edit them by clicking all these elements that we can edit. So you have the option to edit how the line surface, how the cut pattern. This is the cut pattern you can see inside the floor plan, inside the section, inside the whenever you do some cutting over those elements. So you can select how do you want to project here, the surface, the original view, and then the cut surface over here. And then under the material, you can also specify them or what material that they need to be shown. Over here, you have the 3 buttons. If I click on here, I can see that the reason why all those walls, when I see inside the 3D, it is being shown as the graying is because it's using the face axis here and it select the color by gray. So if you want to change them, you can just click on here and change the color that you want them to appear inside of. All right, so I'm going to click on OK from here. And now over here, let's say that for my demolish, I want them to appear by red color over here. You have the option, the dash line, you have the dash dot over here. Let's say for here, I'm going to using the demolish this line. And let's say I'm using the color pink one, better one. And I click on OK from here. And also from here, we can specify both projection color for the cut and also the projection surface. And also see over here, you have the option to edit the weight. Either you want to go the weight for the line more and thicker, you can just go for more weight. Okay, specify 3 for this one. Okay, and I click on OK and apply. Let me go to the floor plan over here. This is the existing one. If I go to level 1 new one, that one is being colored slightly as what I want, the pink color. Okay. Okay. So again, if let's say I want to undemolish this element that I have already demolished, what you can do is that you can just click those elements that you don't want them. Let's say I don't want to demolish this wall after I have already demolished. I made some adjustment to my design. You click those elements and under the face created, you ensure that they are under the existing. So we can just see them again inside the existing. Under the face demolish over here, you can just select, click, and click on a none. So when I click on a none, this wall back to the original wall and then it's not being demolished. And you can see them again inside the level 1 new. So I can see them again inside the level 1 new over here. So I go over here and also for each one of these elements, because just now I just select those walls. So for this all 3 window again, if I want to ensure they are not being demolished again, you have to select them under the face demolish, click on them and click on a none. Okay. So now I have them back inside my level 1 to a new one with all those not being demolished again. All right. So now I'm going to show you under the faces over here. Let's see over here and again under the face filter. So I told you before about the existing over here. We can also specify them to be viewed, to be displayed by category. So how we do edit those by category? If you want to edit those by category, what you can do is that you can go to the here. Let me go first. Let me go under the view over here. And then I can see them under the visibility and graphic over here, and also from the view. And you can see that under the model category, I can specify this element. So this is how you adjust by view, by category. So this all element, it is being specified by category. Okay, so you can edit the by category from here. So from here, let's say I have, let me go slightly down here and I have the wall over here. So I can just click on the wall and I can click on the override. And then I can click the pattern that I want to override, solid, and the color, black. And you can also specify the weight. Okay, let's say that I'm going to use slightly different with the blue one, and click on OK, and I click on apply, and I can see them inside also the card here. Okay, you want to ensure that either in the cutting or inside the surface it is being shown. Okay, so from here you can see that now the wall is the new one wall now is being colored blue. So that's how you add it for the by category. So you go to the visibility and graphic over here and add it those elements inside the visibility and graphic. All right. So for the 3D over here, if you want to create the 3D for the existing and also 3D for the new one, what you want to do, let's go again to our 3D over here. You can just again duplicate them, click on the duplicate view, and then click on duplicate. All right. So from here, you can just rename this one as the new one. Okay. And then I can rename this one as the existing one. Okay. Similarly as what we do inside the floor plan, again, you go to the existing and then under the view existing, you go again to properties palette and ensure that under the facing, the face filter is show complete, or you can also select the show only the existing one. You can select on the previous and demo and then put on under the existing and click on apply. Let me go again. So from here, we can specify them if you want them either being show complete, show demolish again. All right. So from here, let me go to the new one over here. Also, I open the new one. All right. So if I click on the existing over here, all right. So this is my existing 3D. So you can see that I can see under the show all. Okay, this is my show all for the existing. So here I have the 3D. Let me open the 3D next to next. Okay. So for the 3D over here, let me close everything else first. Okay. Let me go again. Okay, so I'm going to tie the view over here. So you can see that I have here the new one and I also have the existing one over here. So this two view is different because under the facing, we have specified them either it is for this existing, the face is existing. So under the new one, we show only the complete one with the new construction phases or renovation phases. Okay. So you can also do that for the ceiling plan, floor plan, your section. All right. So for when you are importing this, another one tip, when you import this Revit file to the Navisworks, you want to ensure that you select the right properties in order for you, the right setting, in order for you to ensure you can see the faces filtered in the tree for the Navisworks. So inside the Navisworks, we can also either adjust them according to the faces. So if you want them to see inside the Navisworks, ensure that you select and you import them with the right setting. Okay. So now I'm going to go again to my level 1 existing over here. And then I can see that when I click on the level 1 existing, another one thing is that whenever I click on, let me show you, if we go to the, again, under the modify over here, and then I go to the demolish again. If I demolish this item, you can see that it is blue color. Okay. So the blue color means that it is temporary because we see again under the manage over here. If I go to pages again, so under the graphic override, I have specified the temporary will be with the blue color and the demolished one with the pink color just now. So anything that I made inside the temporary will inside, if I demolish those items inside the existing, it will be inside with the blue color. But let me go to level 1 new one here. Okay. So let me go, all right. And you can see that when I go to level 1 new, I cannot see the one demolished one that I just demolished the door just now. So what you want to do, if you cannot see them, ensure again, when you click them, you ensure that under the face demolish over here, we specify them under the new construction, click on OK. And then when we go back to level 1, and you can see them with the red color. So you can see that now it is with the blue, the red color. The reason why I have the wall over here with the blue color is because I override the setting by the category over just now. So that's the reason why. So you ensure again that first one, let me conclude again. You ensure that whenever you're working in the level and the view, ensure that under the facing properties over here, you specify the right faces so that whenever you make any changes, it will record those activities inside the face that you have selected. Okay, the next one is that if your faces is not being shown if those element is not being shown in any view that you want to see, you can click them and ensure that those elements under the face created, it is inside the correct faces, and then under the face demolished, you need to ensure that they are being demolished in the new construction, not inside the existing. So if you put them face demolished inside the existing, means that the existing has those elements is being renovated within the existing phases. Okay, so let me conclude last one time, but if you have any question, just drop me on the below. Okay, so for the phasing, the workflow, the simplest workflow is that you want to do, you want to firstly determine and create the phases. So determine how many phases that you want to do, and then you can just go and edit. And then the next one, you want to create copies of view for each of the spaces and ensure that you rename them appropriately. Okay, so that we can know the existing one or the new one, which one is on the top or on the below. And then the next one, you have to ensure that for each view, under each one of those elements, you specify the correct face property and also the face filter. And then later you can manage the face filter display, how the color view for the line, how the color view for all those cut surface. Okay. Do you guys have any questions so far? Is that clear? All right. So if you don't have any question, feel free that if you have any question, just drop me on my email. Share with you my email over here. Let me see if I have a question over here. All right. Thank you, David. Okay, I'm going to drop my email here. So if you have any question, you can just email me, and then I can try to give you some solution over there. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for attending our session today. Now I will end our session. Thank you.